A trip to the supermarket. Hello and welcome to this A1 English listening practice. Today, I will tell you a story about a trip to the supermarket. This story is perfect for beginners who want to improve their English skills. Why is listening important? Listening helps you understand the sounds and rhythm of English. It also teaches you new words and how to use them in sentences. In this story, you will learn useful vocabulary about food, shopping, and everyday activities. I will speak slowly and clearly so that you can follow along. Are you ready? Let's start the story. Hi. My name is Emily. I want to tell you about my day yesterday. It was a busy but fun day because I went to the supermarket to buy groceries. I woke up at 7 a.m. The sun was shining, and the weather was nice. After getting out of bed, I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and ate breakfast. For breakfast, I had toast with butter and a cup of coffee. While eating, I checked my fridge and kitchen cupboards. I noticed that I was out of many things. There was no milk, no bread, and no eggs. I also needed fruits, vegetables, and snacks. I decided to make a shopping list. I wrote down everything I needed. Milk, bread, eggs, apples, bananas, potatoes, carrots, cheese, pasta, tomato sauce, chips, chocolate. After making my list, I got ready to go to the supermarket. Walking to the supermarket. The supermarket is not far from my house. It is about a 15-minute walk. I like walking because it is good exercise and gives me time to think. On the way, I saw many people. Some were walking their dogs, and others were riding bicycles. The streets were busy but not too crowded. I passed by a bakery, and the smell of fresh bread was amazing. I thought, maybe I will buy some bread at the supermarket later. Finally, I reached the supermarket. It was big and had many cars in the parking lot. Entering the supermarket. When I entered the supermarket, I took a shopping cart. The cart was empty and a little noisy, but it was easy to push. The supermarket was bright and clean. It had many aisles filled with different products. There were signs above each aisle to help people find what they needed. The first aisle I went to was the fruits and vegetables section. Buying fruits and vegetables. In the fruits and vegetables section, I saw many fresh items. There were apples, bananas, oranges, and strawberries. There were also carrots, potatoes, tomatoes, and broccoli. I picked 6 apples and 5 bananas. I also took a bag of carrots and a few potatoes. The fruits and vegetables looked very colorful and healthy. I saw a man weighing oranges. He smiled at me and said, "The oranges are very sweet today." I smiled back and said, "Thank you. I will try some." I put a few oranges in my cart and moved to the next aisle. The dairy section. The next aisle was the dairy section. Here, I found milk, cheese, and yogurt. I picked up a carton of milk and a block of cheddar cheese. There were so many kinds of yogurt: plain, strawberry, vanilla, and blueberry. I chose one small strawberry yogurt. While I was in this aisle, a young boy was asking his mom, "Can we buy ice cream?" His mom laughed and said, "Maybe later." Bread and bakery items. After the dairy section, I went to the bakery section. It smelled so good. There were loaves of bread, muffins, cakes, and cookies. I picked a loaf of whole wheat bread and a pack of small dinner rolls. I also decided to treat myself to a chocolate muffin. There was a worker putting fresh bread on the shelves. I asked her, "Is this bread baked today?" She said, "Yes, it is fresh from the oven." The snacks and drinks section. Next, I went to the snacks and drinks aisle. This is my favorite part of the supermarket because I love snacks. I took a bag of potato chips and a bar of chocolate. I also picked a bottle of orange juice. There were many kinds of snacks, nuts, crackers, and candies. I thought, I don't need too many snacks, or I will eat them all in one day. Buying pasta and tomato sauce. After that, I went to the aisle with pasta and sauces. I needed spaghetti and tomato sauce for dinner. There were many kinds of pasta, spaghetti, penne, macaroni, and more. I picked a pack of spaghetti. Then, I chose a jar of tomato sauce with basil. I thought about what else I could make for dinner. Maybe I could add some cheese and vegetables to the pasta. Checking my list. I stopped in a quiet corner of the supermarket to check my list. I had almost everything. Milk? Yes. Bread? Yes. Eggs? Not yet. I realized I forgot to pick up eggs, so I went back to the dairy section. I grabbed a dozen eggs and put them in my cart. At the cash register. It was time to pay for my groceries. I went to the cash register and stood in line. There were 3 people in front of me, so I had to wait a little. When it was my turn, the cashier smiled and said, "Good afternoon. Did you find everything you needed?" I said, "Yes, thank you." She scanned all my items and told me the total price. I paid with my card and put my groceries in reusable bags. Walking home. I carried my bags and walked back home. The bags were a little heavy, but I didn't mind. I thought about all the delicious meals I could make with my groceries. On the way, I passed by a small park. I saw children playing on the swings and a man reading a book on a bench. It was a nice scene. Unpacking the groceries. When I got home, I unpacked my groceries and put everything in its place. The milk and cheese went in the fridge, the bread went in the cupboard, and the fruits and vegetables went in a bowl on the counter. I felt happy and satisfied. My kitchen was full of fresh and tasty food. Making dinner. In the evening, I made spaghetti for dinner. I cooked the pasta and heated the tomato sauce. I added some cheese and carrots to make it extra delicious. The meal was simple but very tasty. I enjoyed it while watching my favorite TV show. Thank you for listening to my story about a trip to the supermarket. I hope you enjoyed it and learned new words about shopping and food. Listening to English stories is a great way to practice and improve your skills. What do you like to buy at the supermarket? Let me know in the comments. See you next time for more English listening practice.
Bye.
For now.